Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let me go back to comments. Or is there anybody in the room? Yeah, there's four people. One of them's me. One of them's probably Mitch. Oh, now there's five. Went on an hour early. Gator had said that might want to try that and get more people on the East Coast because I think it's already 10 p.m. there or something. Or maybe it was. Maybe he was saying it was 10 p.m. at the 9 o'clock starting time. But anyway, so we're starting at 8 o'clock, our time. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hey, Aztec, Andy, how's it going, guys? Good morning. Good morning to you, Mark. Um, yeah, so there's Gator. I was gonna just yell at you, Gator. Gator suggested this, but he just didn't show up. So good morning or good evening to you, Gator. Thanks.
I think
It
I'm
does
delayed
about
again.
it. What's that? You
I
got
think
delayed?
I'm delayed. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see yourself now?
Yeah, I can see myself. What a
So if
sight.
you don't want to see yourself, you're dead on. Hey, Brock, how's it going? Um,
Good morning,
so
Uli,
let's see.
Aztec, Mark, Andy, Gator, Brock,
Let's
Dave.
see. Where am I going to? I was here 5 seconds before the stream started. Cool.
Over here.
What shall I start with? Minor hold up, major hold up on the house. Um, I think he's got himself, the builder, when he's saying he, the builder, has got himself in a little bit of a bind because he's got the three houses. Steel went up 180%. This blah 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 blah. Anyway, I'm gonna go meet him and talk to him, see if I can help him a little bit. The bank did come out, like I said the other day, but they denied the amount. They denied to pay. Period. They didn't even say we'll give you a reduction because the roof part wasn't done, and he doesn't want to do the roof part until he smooth coats the outside and paints it. He said he doesn't want any leaks or anything, and it has to be done that way. I said okay, but I don't think he has the. I don't think he's got the dough to put the roof on. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. There still was five people there yesterday. He's already. I guess he pays them by the month, so he doesn't have much cost in what they're doing now. The electrical is pretty much done, so they're just doing that smooth coating, and what's that cement and sand, cost wise is cheap. But so I'm going to try to help him out. So I'll keep you guys advised on what happened, what's going to happen there. That had me a little. I don't know. I'm going to move in when I can move in. I've got the Thailand, attitude. It costs me a little extra money because I got to pay both. The bank wants their full mortgage, plus I have to pay the 8,000 I pay here, but not. Which is showing.
I haven't typed anything yet, Gator.
Not yet.
I'm working on a job.
She's not here. My alarm is going to go out for
For a
20 minutes now.
Actually.
Anyway, so that takes care of that part of it. Health wise, man, I haven't felt this good. I can't remember, even after I got out of the hospital. I mean, something about the amount of room I have, I guess, now in my chest. Before, even when I was breathing normal, I felt like I was out of breath. Now it's like I'm sleeping, at night. It's just bizarre. Anyway, I feel great. I dusted the cobwebs off of the 100S Wave that I redid, and drove that over to the house and back, and then to my wife's work and back. So I'm feeling good. I mean, the heat isn't bothering me. Before I would walk outside and the heat would bother me a little bit breathing wise. Now it's no problem. So yeah, it is good to hear from me too. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Plus, I'm down another half a kilo.
I'm still here.
Okay, I see it. Mitch is still having technical difficulties. Anyway, um, so yeah, so I about another half a kilo. So it's all going in the right direction. Um, and the only thing I've really done is I'm not eating any, or not eating a lot of sodium. My sodium was good when I went into the doctor, and he had cautioned me to make sure that you don't cut it out completely because you need sodium. But so I'm watching that and keeping that at a reasonable amount. Most of the either cereal or eggs. I cut back a little bit on the carbs, so I'm not eating so much cereal, but I still eat the carbs. I'm not going to cut those out. My doctor told me not to, so I got to listen to what he says. Uh, yeah, no kidding, right, Andy? Um, I and then he still. I think I mentioned this the other day that he about the water pump and stuff, and son of a bitch, I got there yesterday and it's still not hooked up. They're pumping water from the Monk's land next door's got a pump uh, water deal on his, but they're only mixing just the stuff for the walls to smooth it, so it's not horrible. But I did order another one of the pumps. The builder says no, it's not. He didn't move the other pump over yet, though, which I've been asking him for 2 months. It's just weird, some of the stuff in Thailand they do. But so I ordered another one. It was 3,200 baht, and I told my wife, even he says the water ran out. That's bullshit. And my guy said no, they deadheaded that pump and they either burned it up or it's probably no good. But I figured worst case scenario for the 100 and what is that, 30, 60, 90 for the $100. I'd like to have a backup anyway, because I could get somebody over there help me pull that pump if it went out and put one that I had sitting in a shed or something there. I could do that in under 2 hours, probably an hour, under an hour probably. But so it should be here today. I'm hoping if it's here today, I'll bring it over and I'll tell the one that's building the wall to come over and put it in. And then I'm just going to fill up the green tank, and then I'm going to unplug the thing or do something, because I can't trust them people they're just lazy. They don't want to, for some reason, they turn it on and then they get on the end of the hose and they just want to shut off the hose. They don't want to walk back and turn off the power. But I'm hoping to find the other pump, hook that up to the tank, just have them fill the tank every morning and then shut it off. I think I can teach them how to do that. And then the other one's got a pressure switch on it, so it'll just go back and forth, 10 online, 10 times. Not so much. Yeah, I don't know, only 10 people, so we'll see what happens. Maybe some other people are doing live streams. I don't know. Yeah, I've got one, Andy. That's the one that he's supposed to hook up. When the land right behind me, there's a foreigner that lives there, and we talked to him, and he said no problem. He's got pumps in the ground, but he's also got tanks. So he said, just get yourself a pump, and you can tie into my water tank. And I paid his bill. It was 1,500 baht for his electric bill 1 month. And then I had already got the other one drummed and switched over. And that was my plan. Move that one, tell my brother, move that pump over to the green tank. And then I would have put a float. I've got a float here to put in the 1,000-liter tank that would shut it off and on, keep the tank full. And the other pump was the one we're going to be using on the house that I've already, that I paid for already, and it's got a pressure switch on it. It will shut on and off. So that's what I'm going to try to get set up today. If I've given him enough, time to get the frickin' thing done. So if I get the pump today and I go over there, then we're going to level out the green tank, set it in a good position there. Go ahead and change out the well pump, and then move the other one over and set it up so that it's on the pressure switch, and go from there. It should be fine. Hey, how you doing, Richard? I watched your live stream this morning. I appreciate it, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
But the yeah, I was watching that. That's got to be a pain in the butt walking around like that and having to mute that flipping phone. There must be. I guess there's not nothing else you could do, really, right? That's about it. Either that or I don't know. If you were to record that whole session and then delete the live stream and release it as a video, would that work? And then change the music, or does that still take too much time? Can't. Yeah, Andy, exactly. I know that might work, but that still takes time. It's still a pain in the rear. But yeah, you're right though. You had said too. I noticed that a lot of people they just delete their live streams after they're done, and they don't worry about anything. But yeah. So I don't know, what does that say here, Richard? He's just trying to promote his own channel. I don't think so. But yeah, and Richard, I think by all means, go ahead and take the 7 days off. Take 7 days off and then come back and do the live stream. I know I know you wanted to take more than that, but 7 days is plenty. The mute button could be a lot simpler. It takes for T to process copyright claims 4 to 6 hours. I had 3 copyright.
I'm still delayed as heck. We need some technical support from a professional like Richard.
Yeah, Richard, how come Mitch is now this is weird. He's trying to hook up a printer. He hooks up the printer. The printer takes up the screen, and he can't see himself, and he's exactly dead on. No lag, no nothing. What the hell is that all about? I'm taking 2 years off too much. No, take the rest of it off.
No, Don't 2 years is a good start, Andy. I think so.
Yeah.
You can go like
How
this.
How old are you, Andy? How old's Andy? You know? Yeah, can you shut off the alarm? Thank you. Oh, orange juice I got. My wife is one.
Yeah, who? Oh. Tell you what, I'm going to, just for easy, I'm going to do that, and it doesn't matter about the sync.
That's true. That's true.
Then you guys don't have to look at my ugly mug.
Now we got, I know Mark is getting ready to, he's going to come fairly soon. I'm looking forward to meeting up with him. Even if I have to drive to Rayon, I will do that.
So, okay.
Go ahead.
Gator said he's not hearing a delay. Huh.
Well, I was just looking at his lips and listening to him talk from me.
I'll go to, here, we'll play with it. Why not, right? I'll put the camera back on. I'll go to the YouTube. Now watch, I'm count. Start counting now, everybody. 5, 6, 7.
No, but go ahead and talk right.
So that took about 8 seconds.
Right, you're not delayed right now. Talk again.
Oh my God, I'm looking at myself.
You're dead. You're dead on.
Really?
You're not delayed. Yeah. Well, you go ahead. Talk again.
1, 2.
No, you are a little
3.
bit now, but you weren't 15 seconds ago.
I just won't look at myself.
Oh, you're my vintage. You're 64, 5? Or I'm young. I'm a young pup. That's right. I think you're older, right, Andy? I'm so horrible with ages and names. I'm like the absolute worst. Orange juice. By the way, low sodium orange juice.
Low sugar?
And sugar.
I don't want to sound like a... This margarita I got to go is not sugar-free. Actually,
Maybe
I got
like
it last
a half
night.
Second, Gator said. So where was I? Okay, we went over the house as a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep everybody updated on that. Health is phenomenal. I got no complaints whatsoever. If I keep on this track and can lose 10 kilo, I think I'll be ready for ready for anything. I told Mitch the other day, I did go down and look at the Forza 350s, and they only have the blue and white one, the same color that Foreigner Joe bought, which I talked to Joe about it, and he's in the same situation I am. There's only one Forza in Surin, and it's that one that I showed in that little clip that I had, the same color as his. I want the black one. It's going to take a month to 6 weeks to get one from when I order it. There are 172,500.
That's true. That's right.
And
no sugar. That's true.
How about there's no added sugar?
Yeah, no added sugar.
No added sugar, not low sugar. But I don't know, my sugar's been good, and I've been not going crazy, but I've had pasta, and I really cut back on the rice. But
yes, Gator, it's a motorcycle.
My sugar's been sitting right. What's that?
He's asking if it's a motorcycle.
Yeah.
The Forza.
And in fact, I'll show you. I got a little 30-second clip, so let me go ahead and do that. How the hell do I do that? I'll show you.
That's right, Mark.
Here's a little picture of it. I'll give you 30.
We're taking those afternoon siestas.
So there's the 350. Nice bike. I think that's the same color scheme that Foreigner Joe has. He really likes his. So.
Was that sticking and
yeah,
locking
like a fucking staring at myself. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, the one I want is black. They make a black, they make a red and kind of black, they make a blue and white, and they make a blue. And the blue's kind of a satin blue. It's kind of cool looking blue. The red one's okay too, but I want the black one. So that's probably what I'll end up getting.
How's my delay now? Does it look okay? Are my lips in sync?
Perfect. The for 180, 185,000, you can get it. They're calling it the, what did they call it? God, it comes with a back box and a couple little things. It's their touring one. But also Joe had sent me a picture of somebody over in Hoo Hin does saddlebags, removable saddlebags, front and rear camera, phone stuff. It awesome. So I don't know. I might just get just the stock one, and then go ahead and put the one I want, the box I want, and all that kind of crud on it. But so it'll be 172,000.
Witness, yeah, Witsec, yeah.
What did I miss?
Witsec, yeah. My lead is Mike down in Wahin. He's the marshal.
I'm not really moving to Italy. I think he's entering the witness protection. That could be. Of course,
I just move in with family. I'm protected down there.
That'd probably be a bad place to go if you're in the witness protection program. But
yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Grinch, how you doing?
The Grinch.
Yeah. Are you? You know, I didn't ask you, Mark. Do you like riding motorcycles or touring type stuff, or no? You're not into that.
Yeah, who here likes to ride?
Yeah,
like
I'm
extended, like not just to the cafe.
Yeah, like a 3. I'm hoping when everybody gets
Don.
here is I already talked to Joe, and I think that I've never talked or rapped to Chuck, but I know Chuck had mentioned it a few times. He wants to get a bike, and they're all going to get together. And I'm thinking Chuck, Joe, Chocolate Man, and a couple others.
Yeah, but, James said he'd bring a big Harley. Sounds fun.
Yeah, I've always had big. Well, cool. You planning on getting one when you get here, Mark, or are you going to wait till you are here completely moved?
PCX is great in the city, Uli.
Oh,
fantastic.
Awesome. Probably one of the best bikes. Yeah,
seriously, the best.
I love my bike. My PCX.
Don't tell James I said that because he likes the Aerox, but I like the PCX.
I like the PCXT.
Been a Honda.
And I drove it, like I said, all over. I drove it extended, and it would hit 90 kilometers, which you could do 100, but 90 kilometers very comfortably for at least as far as I could sit in the saddle. I couldn't sit in the saddle more than maybe an hour now, and I got to stop, have some water, especially here in Thailand. But I didn't have any problems. I went to Krabi. I went to a bunch of places. I really liked mine. I had a back box, and that was all I needed. And of just the back box, I could do 2 or 3 days at least, maybe 4 days without having with enough room to bring in all the stuff. And I brought cameras and stuff usually. I wasn't too big into YouTube then, but I did do some videos. Cool. All right. Good to hear. We'll definitely get together, because I know that there's a couple people, quite a few people that want to, and I'm not big ones, 2, 3, 4 day maybe at the most jaunts, because I know like my wife, she isn't gonna go for a long ride on a scooter. She might, but she I said it before. It's kind of hard because my wife works, so it's not like the rest of them, Joe or Chuck or any of these people that have girlfriends or wives that don't work.
God, that's
it makes
a nice
it easy
bike.
to go around. My house is up for sale right now. Cool. And if I
a lot of machine at 1200. Holy Toledo.
Hopefully. Yeah, definitely, Grinch. When where are you at anyway? Now. Hey Tommy, what's up? I didn't see you.
That sounds great. The Grinch.
Yeah, I think I think it would be awesome, because for me it would be convenient, and probably when they do start getting some tourists and stuff, it would be better to go in the middle of the week, because my wife's off on the weekend, so I'd like to be around when she's off. But I could go Monday through Friday stuff whenever I want, and so it would make it pretty nice. What am I missing?
Oh, just talking. No substitute for cubic inches.
Yeah, I know. The weird thing is, though, you cannot drive these frickin' Forzas. If I was in Pachuap Kurikan, of course, I could just jump on Joe's. Joe said no problem and drive it. But I asked them there. They said they just laughed at me. Oh, no. Okay. I got it from your laughing that you can't ride them. And I don't know about any of the bikes, any of the big bikes. They did have a Click 150 there that I'd kind of like to have a Click and the Forza just to ride the Click around town. And it was 36,000, 37,000, and it was a second hand or whatever they call it.
There's a lot of clicks in Thailand. A lot of clicks.
Yeah. A lot of waves too. A lot of waves and a lot of clicks. And the waves, I think, is because it's the
that was a joke.
It's the cheapest. Hey Don, it's the cheapest scooter I think they have is the Wave. Can't beat Pure Power. I don't know. I've been.
Sounds like a nice ride, Brock. It does.
Into bigger bikes, into Harleys my whole life. I had mine, like I said before, at 16 and a half, 17 years old. I had my Panhead. I drove that to school, and I've been driving Harleys ever since. But my 300 that I'm having a little bit of problems with right now as far as oil pressure, but it's got plenty of. I don't know. I don't need to go that damn fast anymore. Especially here, I get out there. If I'm the 350 and the 300, my 300, 100 kilometers an hour all day long. And I know that the Honda will do 140, 145 kilometer, So, I mean, I don't need to go any faster than that, I guess is what I'm saying. And I want comfort. I like the twist and go. I don't have to shift. I don't have to do nothing. And the 350's got to have, because my 300 does, got to have enough power to get out. I want it there when I grab it. I want the power there. But I think the 350 is ideal.
I really would like to see Australia.
Yeah, me too. And I'm planning on going. My family, they tell me all the time to come, but not since all this crap had happened. But once they open up, I'll go.
Yeah, you got to reach that age, Don, where You can get a Harley.
Really. You know, it was really weird because when I was building bikes and all this stuff, I think I bought like 2 or 3 panheads for under $1,000 each. They were basket cases or wrecked bikes, but and then all of a sudden everybody wanted Harleys, and you know, it just drove the price of everything through the frickin' roof, you know. And I was just a nobody, you know, scrounging for money. And so I guess what I'm saying is a lot of these guys pissed me off when I was younger, because they'd go and they just, you know, these little weekend warrior type people, you know, with their brand new jackets and, you know, and everything, which is fine now. I got no problem. But back then it pissed me off because they were driving the price of Harley Davidsons up. Hey, Gary, I watched Returns Walk.
Hi, Gary. Yeah, just reading your message.
It's a disgustingly dangerous dump. Obviously, whoever's feeding California. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's just like any other place. When I've been there, there's places in Frisco that are, you know, outstanding and fine, and places that are just, you don't want to be caught walking around after dark, and just like any place, I think.
I agree, Tommy J. Dave does sound better. He looks better too.
Thanks. I've
had a few conversations with him.
And I told you guys, and I don't know if Rick, you know, is Richard still on, or did he leave? He probably left, huh? I was going to tell him that this audio sounds good too, right? This is that little.
You sound great.
I think I already.
I don't know what I sound
like. I think
this
is that 350 baht little camera I bought. I think I showed it the other day. Webcam. It's a speaker and that. I'm not even using the USB one. But what am I missing here? Thailand riding will be different style to riders in Australia. I think a little slower and less leather. Yeah, and you know what it is? Out on the open road, where if we all get together and we go out, it's pretty wide open. You have to be pretty much a complete idiot to get, you know, hurt out there in the middle of nowhere. When you get into town and start shooting in between and stuff and trying to watch, like I was telling Mitch the other day, you know, I've been riding in LA and shit since I was 17, 16 on the streets. And I learned how to ride defensively. I could pretty much tell what everybody's going to do around me at any given time. And that's probably saved my life numerous times. But, there you are, Richard. I was going to say, you know, I go through all this. I don't think you were here the other day. This stuff, and have the USB microphone and all that stuff. This little webcam deal that I bought to get rid of the GoPro 9. I'm on that now, and everybody that heard it thinks that this speaker is better than the USB and better than some of these other ones that I have that I don't use. And this little thing sounds good. So you're kind of a IT guy, right? What do you think it sounds like? I'm changing. Oh, you're changing to go. Oh, okay. Now you can go 1080, right? On that gold thing, I think. Yellow. I look yellow? Maybe I have hepatitis. Sounds great. Zip my lips on Mitch. Yeah, you know, I can't believe it. And 350 baht, that was including shipping. So I don't know what that is, like $12 or something.
Thailand Digital Nomads in the house.
Hey, there you are.
Boat temple today up in the Rayong Hills.
He put out a video today. I think it was today, right, Nomad? And it was pretty cool. He was talking about trying to get behind. Good. I think it sounded all right too. I listened to it back. It sounded all right.
Oh, I saw that notification. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in John. How do you say it? John Tien. John Tien.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there trying to drum up some people to get in there and get the economy going. And his wife was on, and I wrote him a thing saying, I can see why you married her. She's absolutely adorable, man. The woman has a great sense of humor. What I kind of like is she was, I think, in the UK so long that she's almost got a UK accent to her Thai accent. Anyway, she seems like a great lady. Look forward to meeting her someday. And he was talking about being away from the kid that he's dropping off to school and I had mentioned we sent off the 18-year-old day before yesterday to start, and we were missing her already. And he says he misses her every day. So but yeah, I mean, how much time I think I'm just getting old. I don't get to. I know that I'm not going to have the kind of time to spend with especially this one, the 18, and the other one left a week ago. She's 16, and they're both great kids. I consider them my kids, But hey, Gator, welcome back. But anyway, so it's a good video. He was rapping down on the beach, and they were having I don't know, what were you drinking? Like that energy drink and soda water or something? I'm gonna have to try that, unless it's full of sodium. I bet you it is. Probably got loads of sodium in it.
Yeah.
Starting a petition to get Mr. Mitch to put up content. He's bitching at you, Mitch. Let's see.
Yeah, it's still in the thought process.
Yeah, I don't think it's soft, no, Matt. I think it's just being proud and don't want to be away from them, man. You enjoy having them there. You take it for granted, and pretty soon they're, like with the 18-year-old, 19, although it's different here in Thailand, and that they'll, they could hang around with me and Nitnoy for, forever. Where in the States, I was out when I was 16 and a half, 17 years old, but at least here in Thailand they hang out a little bit. Red Bull and soda, okay. I bet it has it. Wife was out at San Miguel Light. Yeah, she looked like she was having a good old time, and that's good. Like, where are you going to go get a bowl of noodle soup like that for 40
San Miguel Light?
What is that? A buck and what is 40 baht? A buck 80, buck not $2. I don't even know. It's cheap, whatever it is. $1.50 maybe. I'm so bad on trying to figure out stuff. But anyway, so Mitch has to start doing content. Everybody wants Mitch to do content. $1.40. Yeah, I know. Thing was huge. That's what I OD'd on. Was that almost a soup exactly like that, except I drank all the broth, and that I think pushed me over the edge into the salt sodium ozone layer.
Sorry.
But I tell you, it's so.
Come on. Yeah.
You got the dog?
It's
so unbelievably great to be able to breathe like I'm breathing now. I thought maybe I was just going to have to live with this the rest of my life like that, and I just kind of accepted it instead of being thinking about exactly what was happening with me, which I did now, and it gives me a lot of hope, I guess. For one thing, to go on the motorcycle rides. I mean, I'm not going to take off with 4 or 5 guys, and if I don't feel like I'm going to be able to handle it, keep up, or I don't want to be a burden on anybody, which I won't be. I feel fine.
25 cents, Mike. Yeah, cheap. Good stuff.
And I'm like, so what else was there? We covered the house. We covered my health. We covered, I don't know. I think we covered, we didn't cover there. I noticed on some people think, so I've heard, that even come July 1st, they think that Thailand's going to start really opening then, not in October. They think once they get the that sandbox going, and like I had said, they're gonna see that people aren't coming. They got to open up the venues. They got to open up the bars. They got to open it all up. And a lot of people, I guess, are thinking that. So they're thinking that July 1st is going to be for all of Thailand, because everybody's starving here in Thailand. I'm talking about the Thai people. So they have to do something. They got to give these people. They got to throw them a bone, do something. Like I said, if they just got to start pumping out the shots, and the only problem that I see with that is they can't get them. is what my understanding is. They're having a hard time getting the vaccine. It's going to Bangkok, of course, and to Phuket. I think are the two top places that are getting most of the vaccines. But we'll find out, because boy, we sure are creeping up on July 1st real freaking fast. So we'll find out. We need to hope. Yeah, I think so too, Nomad. I think they just need to do it. You know, especially here in Thailand. I mean, granted, I think what is that? I don't even know. It's under 2,000 people have passed, which sucks. But you put it in perspective, and I don't know, people stepping off of curbs. I bet you there's more than 2,000 that died in Thailand the last year. So, you know, I mean, and it isn't even the people that are dying are people like me, underlying conditions, high blood pressure, 65 years old, you know, can't breathe already, and then they die. Well, did they die of COVID, or did they just die because they got a cold, you know, and they couldn't handle it and they were done? You know, the most of the age groups up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s that are passing away. So I don't know. I think they need to open it up. If you're unlucky and you get it and you die, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, that sound of silence from Nick was, what's the word?
Yeah, I didn't. You sent that to me. I didn't get a chance to watch that. And also, Retired Living the Dream. He just did a video today, and he was talking about he promoted that video, posted the link on his site, and talked about, I guess he's been here over 10 years, and I guess the first part of it was in Pattaya, and he really likes it there. But he loved that. He said, I don't even want to put it on my site. He deserves to get all the watch hours and everything from it. He goes, it's a great video. So I guess I'm going to have to watch it now. But what am I missing first time?
Yeah, it was pretty, I shared that with a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree, Andy. Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
Let's see. Thought we did to be positive. Yeah, you know, I got to watch it, because I can't really comment too much on it because I haven't watched it. But I really think that they have to do something. They have to do something now, and they can't back away from it. They just got to go with it, you know. But they've got to try to get as much vaccine as they can and get as many people vaccinated as possible. 42 years, died a week later in a hospital from a heart attack. And Mike, he had it, or he just died? I didn't see what he said before that. Was he sick with the virus? His nephew?
Because I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
Wow.
No, that's a good question, Don. I said earlier, I'm having problems. He's got 3 houses. He's paying out the nose for metal and stuff. The bank won't give him the money until he puts the roof on. So we're going to go over and talk to him. I think I'm going to have to try to get him some money to put the roof on and do it, which I don't have a problem doing, because here in Thailand, the bank gives me the money, or Nitnoy the money. It doesn't go to the contractor. It comes to us, and then we give it to the contractor. So I can get my whatever at 100,000 baht or whatever is needed to finish the roof and get the bank to come through. So it isn't that big of a deal. I just have to find the 100,000, get it here into the country, and give it to him. We're going to make Mitch come to Thailand once he moves to Italy, at least 6 months after he moves to Italy. To be so great. From Germany. Things have picked up in the last few weeks. That's what I heard too, Nomad. Things are starting to, and I think, I don't know, like there in Pattaya and where you were at, John Tiem. Am I saying it right? John Tiem. They I don't think they can take another shutdown.
GoFundMe.
They just have to. Who has a GoFundMe? Go find.
Not me, Mark. We're just joking around.
But they have to do it, man. These people need it. They got to have it. Just let everybody be semi smart about stuff, and and you gotta open it up and turn it loose, man. Sorry to hear that. Diabetes was one of the most.
Diabetes is brutal.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's why I was kind of glad when my doctor verified it again that I am not a diabetic anymore. So
I volunteer for an organization here that, man, it's sad to see some of the stuff, the consequences of diabetes.
Yeah. I had one of the guys that I rode around with. He was actually a pretty famous guy.
Hello, my brother Robert Mack in Asia.
And he was losing. Hey, Robert. He was on the verge of losing his feet, due to diabetes. And I guess that's kind of common, right? In the later stages, you could lose your feet.
Yeah. Management's the
deal. He was also
neuropathy.
He was also what is it called when you go and you have your blood cleansed with the machine? What is that called?
Dialysis, I think they call that one.
Dialysis. Yeah. He had that too. In fact, on a couple of runs that we went to Laughlin, I had to drive him across the border to a place, and he had that done. He had to have that done every certain amount of time. He was a great guy. He passed away a while back. Talk about a bunch of motorcycles. Man, the guy had been around forever. He was some of the original guys in the San Fernando Valley, the Satan Slaves, who later became Hell's Angels. But they were the only club that rode up to Oakland as Satan Slaves, all got patched in and rode back as Hell's Angels. No prospecting, no nothing. They gave him the jackets, sent them back, gave him the colors. He was a good guy, good, big man. Been through a lot of crap, let me tell you. My lips hurt. What is that? Did Robert kind of got slapped in Richard's thing? He got a spanking? I heard when I was on that Richard's mom was on. I didn't even see what you said, Robert. Is that what Robert's talking about? That my lips hurt? I swallowed the hook, sinker, and line? I think so. I didn't see anything real bad, but I didn't look for
Speaking of, can I take just a minute?
Yeah.
Of everybody's time. 19 watching. Back on May 24th, I had it's called a rant, I guess is what people are calling. I don't call it a rant, but anyway, I swore a bunch. I said the F word a bunch, and my mom taught me better than that. And for anybody that was offended or upset by that or anything, taken aback, I sincerely apologize for my cursing the other day. It was uncalled for and not professional on a video format and not adult like. It was pretty juvenile. But everything else I said during it, the context and everything, I stand by. And that's the last I'm going to talk about that incident. And please, people, stop sending me. Please stop sending me links and images and things and stuff, because I do not watch a certain channel. I haven't watched it since the 24th. I don't go there. I don't want to see any of that. I've moved on, so I think everyone else should at least try to themselves. Thank you very much for your time.
Who's storekeeper? I never heard of him before. He said conniption fits. That's what you had. It was hilarious.
See, a rant is, to me, even though if you look it up in the dictionary, it's but to me, a rant is uncontrolled. This was thought out, except for the swearing part, but that comes natural for me. And so does talking with my hands. So.
Yeah, I agree, Don. That's what I say. Everybody,
thanks, Don.
Everybody has a bad minute. And so everybody knows, I had a couple of people that have sent in comments.
But there were children watching, Dave, and young people, and I
No,
have
I
family here that watch, and my nieces and nephews and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is great." They're like, "Oh my God, we got to go to Thailand and stuff." And well, they saw old Uncle Mitch up there acting a fool, and
you know, and shit happens though. You know, I mean, sometimes it happens. You apologize for it. I'm sure everybody that is a normal person walking on the planet will accept that apology and move on with it. And for me to put another little closure on things too, as I've had a couple of people ask about the video and the one that was taken from my channel here and put on another channel. Where did they go? Whatever. I took mine off and I filed a copyright deal, and the other person took it down immediately. So through YouTube, I did whatever I was supposed to do correctly. So
Andy,
and it was really fast too. I don't know anything about the copyright things, but I think that they had 7 days and took it down immediately. So
thank you very
that's
much,
gone.
Richard. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
Don and Gator, everybody.
And like I said, I think if you're a normal human being, you accept the apology and you move on. If they've watched this and they've seen you before and seen you on moderating before that, they know that you're what kind of a person you are. So, and if you can't see that, you're an idiot too. So that's my opinion. But some people,
Show the dish liquor. Oh, I get it. I'm fucking slow. Hey, Charlie, come here. I'll tell you what. Some people ask me, "What are you going to miss when you retire and you leave the country?" Right? I'm going to miss things like this. Come on, girl, up here. Come on, up. Come on, let's get you in the camera.
Like a good dog.
This is Charlie. She's
Yeah,
half
Charlie.
half pit, half boxer. She is not mine, but she'll lick a dish. You want some margarita? Oh, sorry. We're NC-17. Come on, girl. Anyway,
Yeah,
there's a little bit of the dog.
And that's the same thing too. That's why I took it down. Was just even though I had put an 18-year-old thing, and so did the other person, put an 18-year-old whatever it is on it, and I just figured it's best just to take it off and move on. So that's what we're gonna do. We have to protect our content. Yeah, I believe so, Richard. Somebody had told me that, so I kind of figured I should do it. So.
You want to know what I look like when I'm at the bar with the guys talking? You ready?
Yep. You just lip it.
I muted.
It's hard for me. My wife that passed away, and my uncles through my whole life. I've had a really hard time. I mean, I was hanging out with a bunch of people that every other word was that word. And my wife got really religious towards the end of her life. And she was always religious, but even more so. And she asked me if I could please try to cut back on the swearing. And I did. And I tried my best. And it's because of, the kids that are watching, my grandchildren, my son, any of my family watching. It's just nice, and it's not needed. I mean, even in comedy and stuff like that, I'll tell you what, the Sam Kinison and stuff like that just cracked me up.
Oh, jeez. Is in the desert.
They're in the I laughed just as hard when I listened to Bill Cosby's record. I think the worst thing that he said in his whole thing, the one album I listened to, I don't remember it is, they were talking about cocaine, and somebody said, well, it intensifies your personality. And he says, well, what if you're an asshole? An asshole is that is the worst word in this whole album. And I cracked up from start to end. So it isn't needed, I guess, is what I'm saying. People use it, and there's a place, I guess, if you're, at a truck stop with, 20 guys and you're drinking beer, then maybe you could be a little more loose-lipped. But I'm going to try to honor what my wife wanted that passed away, and respect the women and children that are around, and try not to do it. And that's the end of that. Okay. You two men, David Mitchell, gentlemen, and Michael, guys. Yeah, I know. We won't
Thanks,
go there
Alexander.
too much either. So, hi, Alexander. How you doing, man? What did Gator say? Me, mom, need
Yeah.
to stop on.
I'm like, you did what? Really? I can't stop it. I don't know what the count is. Oh, Billy Connolly, legendary. Red Fox on LP
Yeah,
when I was growing up.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Through
over and
my
over. You just picture it, and just
through my divorce, one of my divorces, the hard one, got me through was Bill Cosby, which as a person I don't really care for, and Sam Kinison, man, he would, I just died laughing, when I was on the verge of, my kids were gone, life sucked, and
yeah.
Sam was to
Gator,
help
that's
me
good,
out a
Gator.
little bit. What did he say?
Bill Burr cracks me
Mhm.
up too, to
Yeah.
no end. And there's some Jim Jeffries stuff I like too.
Thanks, Alexander. Yeah, I'm going to. Um, let's see. I'm going to definitely try. Like I said it earlier in the thing. I feel better than before I got sick a year and a half ago. I mean, it's been a year and a half that I haven't smoked, which I never thought in my life I would say because I was so addicted to the freaking things. I even used to practice smoking out of my neck, just in case I had to have a hole put there. That's how long I thought I was going to be smoking. But to be able to breathe now, it's just unbelievable. I got no complaints. I'm ready to rock. If I had the ability right now, I would go down and buy, at least put that Forza on order, and in a month I'd be ready to make a jaunt anywhere. My wife wouldn't like it, but I would definitely do it. Hey Gary, got to. How can you not? You got to stay. You got to always smile. Got to find humor in pretty much everything, and have a good life, and get lucky like me, and find a woman like Nitnoy, if at all possible, and I'm gonna die with a smile on my face, and I'll probably be 100 freaking years old because she'll change my diaper and take care of me until I die. And not that I will do that, but
Good job,
it just
Gator.
and this
2009,
is the
quit smoking.
yeah.
Awesome.
This is the place to do it as far as I'm concerned. And if I had my preferences,
Sorry, Dave.
I
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry.
That's
I'll quit
okay.
reading comments. Andy's cracking me up. He's going out. You'll be right back. I'm doing it, Neil.
Oh,
I was
but
talking to
this
this
is the
lady the
place
other
to
day about smoking. She says you should cut way back, and I said, I quit, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
And someone will light up sometimes and I'll still crave one. But we're talking about, well, do you drink? Do you, when I drink, yeah, kind of my weakness. I says, well, what about, do you smoke after sex? And she says, Kel, I don't know. No, I never looked. That's not Sam Kinison enough. Okay, I won't use that one at the comedy shop.
So I don't know, and I think Easton is the place to find, or it seems like it's been where I've ran into the most. Now I never did run around. I mean, I was right next to Patong in Kamala, and I never went to that walking main drag, top of the list visit places, and I was there for 9 months, 8-9 months, and so I never did that. But it wasn't my cup of tea anyway. It wasn't what I was looking for. I was hoping 3 or 4 years down the road that I would maybe find somebody, and I got lucky and found somebody. It's on beach. Yeah, I was right there. I mean, I could get there on my PCX, which I bought right there. Maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes right down there. Because that's where I would go to the immigration office at and do my extensions and how I got my paperwork to buy a scooter. I went down there and got 3 pieces of paper. I think it cost me like 1,500 baht. And each one of those papers was a verification of where I was living in Thailand and that's how I got my bank account. That's how I bought my scooter, and that was what I was going to use at the time to get my driver's license, which I haven't got yet. I've got to go hopefully next week. I did get my brand new license, California driver's license, from the States. My mom mailed it to me, and I got it about a week ago. So I got to go do it. But yeah, so, and I never been to Pattaya, or in Bangkok or any of the bar scenes. One bar that I met Thailand Rob at and had 4 beers, and it was one of the only nights that I spent after dark in Kamala. But like I said, I was totally depressed, and wife had died and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I just got better, I mean, and like I said, I think I've only said it 100 times. If you're not going to retire in your home country, at least come and give Thailand a try. Do a 6-month deal, get a good price, especially now on something, and see what it's all about. If it's not financial, I think you're not going to find much cheaper. Maybe Vietnam, but with as far as the government and stuff like that, Thailand's it. And if you like, Asian women, that's just a plus, right?
That's interesting, Gator. I mean, it ain't like the movies when you get hit on the head with a bottle, is it?
No, it sure isn't. And they don't break either.
No, they don't.
Never been on the receiving end, but been on the giving end quite a few times.
Oh, yeah,
that's
not relevant now, but still.
Yeah.
Our heads usually get harder through the years. So you could take a champagne bottle now.
One of my good buddies got hit in the head with a lead pipe and has a big metal plate in the front of his head now. And I always constantly tease him about having a heart attack. Gave up cigarettes 6 years ago, but I'm hooked on vape. I tried that vape thing.
That's funny, Alexander.
But,
That's true.
It didn't do anything for me. A lot of the guys use it for smoking their oils and
Hello, William.
THC oil. Hey, William, how's it going?
Yeah, vaping's real popular everywhere, I think.
Yeah. I know that here it's not legal, right? Can't vape in Thailand.
I don't think it's legal in Thailand. I don't.
Yeah, it's not legal in Thailand. Why? I don't know.
Probably, I would guess that
Hey,
tobacco
Bobby,
industry is controlled by the government there.
Yeah, maybe. Bobby
Take
just
a
came in.
guess.
Time to get going.
Time to get going. Hello.
Mm-hmm. And good morning to everybody. Yeah. So we started a little bit earlier today. By Gator had suggested maybe starting a little earlier for the East Coast California people, and it seems to be working okay. No complaints. It's just coming up on an hour. I don't think we're done yet, but we'll see. Everybody's saying hello. So
Kind of a chill day, lazy day.
what did I guess we're going to find out big time quickly what's going to happen in Phuket. I'm hoping it goes good. God,
There,
the
Gary
Thai
just
people could
mentioned
use
it.
a freaking break. Yeah, just being approved by the Thai cabinet. I know they did it, and isn't it supposed to come out in some written form tomorrow or something? I don't know.
Well, I still have a 10. They don't call it quarantine. They call it self-isolation. So I got to do 10 days self-isolation, either in my hotel or at home. Well, I'll be at a home.
Mhm.
So that's no big deal. I'll just get picked up from the airport and whisked off, and no big deal.
Yes, storekeeper.
Hello, stuck in Florida.
Hey, stuck. It pretty much.
Looking good
Yeah,
for you.
pretty much everybody that's on, especially right now, are the same ones that on. We do this live stream every other day, and yeah, most of the people in there are all good people. So glad you could join us.
Absolutely. Another good thing is I don't have to worry about medical insurance because I'm already in their system.
Yeah.
No, in
Yeah.
Italy as a
Go
citizen.
through the VA or no?
Oh, I could come back for the VA if I want, sure.
They don't have
You know.
any kind of an outlet there for VA or
But
no?
I don't need it.
No.
I could even go to
No.
college if I wanted to, but I don't,
Oh,
you know.
okay. That's cool.
But that's all
That's
part of
cool.
their deal. I can own land, just with no questions asked. I can work, not that I want to, but I'll do something. So it's
Let's see. Did you see Chuck's video? The owner of the place they're staying at said, "Yeah, I saw that. That was in Chuck's video." Just what Bobby's
Yeah.
talking about.
I saw that.
Is he said,
Yeah.
yeah. He says that he thinks or that person thinks that everything's going to open up July 1st, which is wishful thinking. I hope it does.
That's good.
And,
That's good, William.
and I think what Chuck said was he knows more than we do, so maybe he's right, and let's hope he's right. Lazy days.
Less than 20 Gator. Yeah, I'm not a retired vet, but because I'm cheap, I when I branched to start my own business, I said I'm not going to pay all that horrendous stuff on health insurance. So I just go to the the VA for my basics. I have co-pays and stuff. No big deal. Do my annual. Yeah, it's simple.
So let's.
But
hope
no,
so.
I'm not retired. I can't get VA.
Who's coming
stuff
here
like that. Retirement
within
stuff.
the next 3 months besides Mark? Anybody got plans on going to Phuket or no? I don't remember when everybody's thinking about coming.
No. Right, not TRICARE. I actually go to the regional. Well, there's a CBOC close by, but it's attached to the regional one here, the Seattle regional.
So storekeeper says
TRICARE, that's good. Isn't that? Oh wait, no. Joe has Blue Cross, Blue Shield, but yeah, TRICARE is. I'm familiar with the name.
So as soon as, you're going to wait for it to open up on down before you come. November, December, it's kind of in the window. I think most people are going to Pattaya, right? Or John Tiem, I think.
Duggan in Michigan. That kind of would be a catchy name. Duggan in Michigan.
And then once you're done, Alexander, you planning on coming back to Thailand, or are you in Thailand now? I don't even know. Michigan, TRICARE. I was in Phuket January last year. Andy's waiting to travel too. I know. I have VA and Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's what Bobby has. Robert Max saying hello. They pulled an AZZAB on here. Have to be minimum of 60 to get risk of permanent health issues too high. Too many dead from it. Yeah, that's what got me as. I had my daughter called me for Father's Day on Sunday, or Sunday in the U.S., and basically was out and had a few cocktails. My daughter's like 32 or something, and absolutely begged me not to take the shot. Please don't take it. Please don't take it, Dad. Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it. And, if it was up to me, I probably wouldn't. But like I said, if I'm going to go home and see my grandkids and do that, they're not going to let me back in Thailand unless I have it. I know that a lot of the Thai people
wow.
We're
talking about deep vein thrombosis and such, and that's scary stuff. When I fly, I walk until they I pace around the aircraft in the back of the bird until they tell me to sit down.
And I'm really bad because I've had blood clots and stuff before.
I do. I used to sit there and get all whacked and drunk and everything. Nope. I hydrate, eat very little.
Sit in the window seat and I don't get up until we land.
God,
I mean, I get up in between. We fly because I was flying China Air or whatever it was.
the
So
whole
I'd fly
flipping way.
to Beijing. So I'd get out in Beijing, but the long flight from Beijing to LAX, I'd sit there. And if everybody go, well, don't you have to pee? Don't you have to? No. But it's probably the worst thing in the world to do. You should get up and walk back. Just back.
Yeah, things are really crazy, I'd say.
Cool, Alex.
I agree.
So you only got 5 days left in quarantine?
So, yeah, there's so much out there that I shifted gears, so now I'm not even paying attention to Thailand. Sorry.
My wife's not going to work, I don't think. Baby.
Hello.
She's not going to work. Okay, cool. That'll give us some time to go over and find out what's happening at the house.
That's a safe thing to do.
I want some flight attendants. And they told me they don't eat.
Exactly, Richard. Exactly. I literally hit the ground running when I get there. I'm like, jet lag is something of the past.
I'm still a little bit off, and I've been here how long? 2.5 years now, and I still don't know exactly what time I'm at.
Hydrate, 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 and not the tap water. Yep.
Yeah, doesn't mean, but yeah. So I don't know. I hope everything opens up. I hope everybody can come. I know Richard. I know everybody wants to come. They're kind of just holding up because of the. And I don't blame you. You know, I wouldn't. Phuket.
6'4", holy Toledo.
I would do. No shit.
Robert has to get up where bulkhead and get leg room.
Yeah, that's right.
As well. Robert's a big man too. Me, I'm only 5'4", like Joe Pesci. You know, I'm just it. I've got my chair jacked up.
Hey.
It does. It wears me out too, Alexander. The flying.
Good done. She left the dog on the bed. Well, dog won't jump. Too old to jump down. But I would do 2 weeks in Phuket in a heartbeat and get access to it. Like I said, if I was traveling, I would.
Yeah, Richard 6'7".
The camera makes you smaller. Is that
yeah, it's something that sometimes it puts weight on. Sometimes you look shorter.
That makes you shorter and fatter. Shorter and fatter.
I heard that. I understand a Thai dog.
You know what it was? It was Friends. I remember one of the streams I was on, and they said exactly how many cameras were on you. The camera adds 5 pounds, and it was Chandler saying that to what's her name, the one that was big when she was young, Monica. So I was right. It was Friends. Exactly how many cameras are on you? The dogs are using the language. Yeah, I know they are. She's pissed right now.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
I can't believe my wife left her on the bed and just went down.
One of these days, I'm going to get one of those suites on like I don't know, one of those Emirates or one of them things where it's like big money. Where you have
6'8"
your own freaking everywhere, everything. Microwave and sofa, flat screen.
First class on Emirates. Yeah,
Gosh.
That would
they
be
have
expensive.
different like suites, apartment. I don't know what they call them, but they're like a lot of money.
6'5" minus a foot, Andy is. I'm 5'10", I think now. I was 5'11", so they don't lie that say you shrink as you get older. BBK a few years back. Really? Lost the starboard.
Yeah, I wonder what are they starting to charge more for weight? People's weight. They're taught a lot of that rumor around in the States.
I've never.
Because the FAA a body is 170 pounds, but Who's 170? I was 170 in 5th grade, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Oh. I think
Quite
if
a few years
I only
back.
have a glass, if I hit that dog with a glass, it'll kill it.
Oh, wow. Lost an engine, eh? Petite 230.
No,
Handy. Yeah.
I wish I was 230. I got to get down to about
Is that a
Two-
joke, Gator? Samoan Airlines.
215. What is it?
I have a lot of Samoan friends here. Longshoremen. Boy, what a bunch.
Oh.
We do some digs here. You know, the pit. Yeah, we'd be delayed. Sure hope he didn't lose the other engine.
Anybody
really late.
who's coming that's planning on going to Phuket as soon as it opens after the first? Anybody?
I don't know.
What do we got, 21.
Somebody will go.
I'd like to go.
Yeah, that would be nice to do that, Robert. Change light bulbs.
Yeah.
Oh, inter-island transfers.
Probably small plane. Small plane stuff is
Yeah, little turboprops.
weight's critical, on takeoff and landing. Takeoff mostly.
We put a,
Nice.
this is 20-some or more years ago, we put a 767 on its tail. When I was in college, I loaded aircraft for UPS in the morning, in the wee hours at like 3:30 in the morning till 7:30. Then I'd go to school. Hey, Johnny.
Hey Johnny, how you doing?
We were in a hurry and we didn't put the first two up front, and we started rolling them in the back, and it went on its ass.
Really?
Oh yeah. Thank God I wasn't in charge because my butt didn't get chewed. Yeah. Any new baby grouse, Johnny? Any new hatchlings?
What
Oh,
does
no.
he have?
We haven't started yet. Now that you're here, we can start. Johnny raises grouse. Or
Oh, he
quail,
does?
excuse me, quail.
Quail?
I'm sorry, quail.
Ah. Where's Johnny at? Where does he live?
Australia.
Australia. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I still think coming to Thailand's a good idea. Italy's not bad.
Too cold.
But I'm
Okay.
still trying to talk Mitch into at least visiting here quite quickly after he goes.
Oh well, I have family there. My ex-wife's cousin, and his family still lives there, and we're still great friends. And my kids, my adult children,
Hey Joe.
want to visit. Want to go there. And my old business partner, one of them's in Bangkok, is dying of cancer. The other one still has the business. So I have a lot of friends there and new friends that I haven't met in person yet.
If anybody wants to check out, you got to check out. You need to meditate and relax yourself. You need to go to Joe's
Your Mojo
channel.
Yep.
He just started. I'm trying to figure it out, but it is kind of relaxing some of the times. And I've watched them. I watched them all. So it's kind of cool. Throw the link out for Johnny Dave.
There you go. Yeah, let me get your Mojo up there.
Yeah,
I've been slacking off.
He doesn't have that many. Yeah, Mitch thinks he's on vacation.
Yeah, we're
Um,
we're sorry.
from
I get
LAX to
familiar and I
Cabo.
forget to do it.
You know, I did, Robert, just so you know, because I know somebody was asking. I checked in November for 3 weeks. Going to the United States was $800 on United, flying through Japan, I think. And there was some Japan Airlines stuff.
Yeah, Flight
too.
875 or something like that is the
Yeah,
one I
something
used
like
to take
that.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right around $800.
No, I mean the actual flight number.
Yeah, flight
That
number.
they
Yeah.
call it 875, I think.
Yeah. And so I think that's reasonable. I think
42,
like I
the
said,
back two seats. That's where I always sat.
the cheapest that I got on that China Air or Air China, which I would never fly again, but was I think under 500, 400 and
No, he didn't have any
90?
content
Who
at the
didn't?
storekeeper.
have a channel.
But
I think
he's been asked to provide some content. So here's a link for you.
Storekeeper I've never seen before. I don't know.
We'll get Robert up there again too.
Yeah, I bet you it's William. It's cheaper. I did a lot of cruises. I probably did 8 or 10 with my wife, and all to Mexico. All of them to Mexico.
You suffer from insomnia.
Yes, it was a great channel.
Oh yeah, sorry, Andy. Yeah. Shoot. Oops. See, doggone it.
So travel. This is class seat 750. That'd be nice. I'd take that, Richard. Richard.
Here's Andy. Here's Andy's link. There you go, right there.
So Richard, what was I going to ask you? So you still don't know how much downtime? I think 7 days is plenty. You come right back and at week 51 and hit it hard. Don't let just because you work a full-time job, do this awesome channel that probably takes up 20 hours, 30 hours of your work week. 7 days rest is plenty. Everybody's just saying no. Anyway, when are you planning on coming, Richard? Never did ask you that.
That's the golden question.
Yeah. Do you plan on coming soon? Or that would be the perfect thing. Why don't you hop on a plane on July 1st and come to Thailand and do your vacation 2-3 weeks away from the channel and do it in Thailand? Then you could do live streams every day from Thailand. Oh, everybody's trying to get on. It's going to be a long day today. My wife's home. I know I'm going to be over there with the builder. We're going to have long discussions. I'm only 9 subs away from 1,000. Get out of here. But still, Mr. Mitch refuses. Did you see that?
No, I missed it. What?
He says I'm only so many away from, but Mr. Mitch refuses to promote me. He's got a little unsmiley face.
Who said that?
Aztec.
Oh. He's at the top of my list. I always saying hello on other streams and stuff. It's like,
did Richard answer me when he's coming? Are you coming on July 1st, Richard? Is that why you have to get away from the channel?
But I make up
My
for
gut
it.
tells me 7-day break. My mods tell me they think I need more. You know what I think is the perfect amount is to take the rest of the year off. Take off 2 weeks, 14 days. That's all you get. You got to come right back. There's a lot of female people out there, YouTubers, that need to have to have a place to go and talk to somebody, and that's you. And I am waiting on I am having a sex change, just to let everybody know.
All right, there you go.
So I'm going to be ready for Richard show, probably in January or February, I'll be dickless. So we'll go from there. Just kidding, Richard. But when are you? Do you plan on coming shortly, or are you planning on not coming until next year or something? Be interested to know why he was when he's coming. I bet you everybody. I don't know. God, it's so nice here.
Technically, that's true. Yeah. Take a weekend off. It's 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
No, I've worked, we've all worked with lots and lots of people over our careers. But I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since I've seen someone that's so dedicated to their craft that
And he does a great job.
Richard is just like, my God.
He
prepared,
takes pride in what
prepared. There's not a stone unturned.
Yeah. Definitely has pride in what he does. That's for sure.
Much respect.
Oh no, Dave, nobody told you the female focus is finished. We were back to dudes. Dude. Dickless may hurt you. Okay, I'll save it in a jar and I'll bring it on the show. We can show it. You're the man, Richard. You're the man. I probably won't be back until January. Okay. Hurt you to say that. Yeah, that's a bummer. But, hopefully everything will be wide open there. You don't have to do any kind of queue. You just fly wherever you want to go. And
a sleep video. Just hit any one of them and you'll fall right asleep on my channel.
Where are you from, storekeeper? You here in Thailand or where? Australia? U.S.? That is a bummer, though. But like I said, Richard, it'd definitely be probably completely wide open by then, and you don't have to deal with anything. You just go wherever you want. Hopefully things will open up quick. I'm imagining everybody, we try to, even living here, try to support the local people. And
I'm still in the United States. Yeah, I'll be here a while. Plans are changing. I've told a few people, but my dad's aging father, his health has taken a turn for the worse, and that may change. It has changed plans already. So we'll be
yeah, that's true.
Settling things here. It's going to take some time. But, I'm retired or semi-retired. So,
yeah, let's hope everything goes good with your family and stuff.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but the sooner the better. Sorry if my kids are watching, but, really, it's time.
Sometimes that's the way it has to be, or should be. And Bobby's a big promoter of you. He's watched all your videos.
I know. I'm looking at that, man. I really appreciate you, and my Patreon is just blown up. I can't believe it.
Hey, you got it. You got it, Richard. How old are you, Richard? I don't even know, if you don't mind. You're planning obviously on retiring here eventually? Because I really don't know. Like I said, I've only really started watching your stuff when me and Mitch kind of got talking to each other a while back. So it hasn't been that long, I think. Who was the first gal that I watched? And that's the one I liked.
Yeah, it's no fun, is it, Tommy? I'll talk.
What's the gal that I like? What's her name?
Richard.
Mitch.
What's that?
What's the gal that I like? What's her name? The first one that I watched.
Oh, that Debbie, that lady from Texas, Dallas.
No, the one that's here.
Maggie.
The Thai gal, Maggie.
You really enjoy Maggie's journey.
I do like her.
She is fun.
Well, so you're ready to retire, Richard.
Gator.
All you got to do is come here and become a full-time YouTuber, and
I'll be right.
Get donations, and you'll be all right. All right. 52, so you're getting close. I retired when I was 52, I think. 50, maybe 50. Yeah, Maggie, that was the first one that I watched, that I actually stayed awake for. I think two before that I tried to stay awake or tried to wake up for it. And granted, I could watch it afterwards, but it's a lot. I like it a lot better. I set my alarm now got a special alarm in my phone that is for just for you at 9:45 my time, and I really do. You do a great job, man. And I really liked her. She's a very, very smart young lady. She's gonna do well. She already does well. But, stuck in Melbourne. I don't know if I've seen you before. How you doing? Welcome. Brock, what did Brock say? If you want an exciting video. One of mine called Brake Test. Okay. You can do that. You're about 16 years, Richard. Although I look like a young man. Bobby does look good. Looks way better than me. Maggie's very sincere and honest. Yes, she is. She's a good one. Wishing your dad good health and happiness. Yeah, it's life's kind of a bitch now, especially my age. Getting to the point where all the people that I know are dying, so it kind of sucks. But the weird thing with me is, and I don't know if I told you this before, but 99% of the people, my friends that have passed, I think there's been about 8 or 10 of them, all alcoholics. Every one of them heavy drinkers. And I don't know if that, and died young, 56, 58, 50, too young. But luckily, funny story, today I have a 6 to 7 week wait to get on my show back. And I could, anyone, Maggie was the first to agree to come on. Cool. Yeah. She's that one. I woke up in the middle of the night after that, and she was doing a live stream at 2:00 in the morning here in Thailand, and I started watching, and she's got a good head on her shoulders. She'll do well, and I'm glad to see.
I just put her link up there. I'm sure everyone here already knows who Maggie is.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
She's great.
When is my turn? Yeah, I know. And my turn's been a couple of close calls. Although my doctor still says if I can keep from brain fading about the sodium and lose some weight, I could go for a while. I know my kids and grandkids would like that, and friends, a few friends. I'm sure there's a whole shitload of people that are just waiting for me.
I'm sorry, Andy.
To die. They're just waiting.
Stuck in Melbourne, Andy. Oh wait, that's not Andy.
No, that's what I just wanted to. Who's the Melbourne guy? Sounds like Aztec. And what? I don't know. I don't understand that. Swati, Dave.
Second heart. How do they?
Second heart valve. Get
Tell
out
me
of
about
here.
that heart valve.
Wow. I had 2 stents put in 10 years ago. I want to say 10 years ago. And
Wow.
Oh, Dave has a troll that's stuck in Melbourne. Oh, do I?
Yeah. But he's not
Stuck
cursing
in
yet. He's
Melbourne.
just kind of
Yeah, he's just on the
getting the
guy
point
sounds
across.
like-
We know he's there.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on him.
Cool. He, Mark. Oh, cool. All right, just keep it clean. I'll let anybody talk. But yeah, so I don't know. I love Thailand. I got nothing.
2 of them put 13
nothing.
months ago.
Buying.
So we're into the second hour now. We're into the geriatric phase. Should I show my injuries first?
Yeah, we got to start talking about gallstones. And,
Oh man, kidney
and,
stones. Oh hey.
yeah.
Oh
kidney
wait, never
stones.
mind. They're not here.
Can you
God
show
dang
him?
it, they're
You
back
lost
away.
them? Oh my God, he lost his ghost. He lost his kidney stones. It has to take a small price to pay. I want to stay alive. I want to stay with my wife. I want to see these kids here have children and flourish in Thailand, and see my grandkids, have them come over, and I got a lot of stuff I want to do. Hopefully, the Lord willing, maybe I'll live long enough to see.
You will.
I'm stuck on Earth. Not sure. Are you a troll, Brock? That's what. I've only got one, and the positions are getting closed. I need to see
Hey, you got
resumes
3
and.
thumbs down
Do
today.
I?
Well,
All
I
right.
should say, I could say they're because of me. I've never seen you get a thumbs down. You never got a
Yeah,
thumbs
I
down until I showed up.
Yeah, I got 7 that day, that one day.
Richard Travis.
Cool. Okay, if I'm getting thumbs down, that means I'm getting some trolls that want.
Oh, hey, Andy's
Just
back. He
send
had
me
his
your
smoke
resume.
break.
What
Andy's
have
back.
I missed? More of an ogre day. Yes, William. Be late. Fine. Yeah. So I don't know. God, I hope I go 85. If I go 85 and not be in a diaper, and don't ask you what time it is every 10 minutes, I'll take that. I'll take 85 any day of the week. My mom's 89, and she's starting to get a little in the head stuff, but she's still good. She's still doing good. I got a thumbs down today too. Really? That's because you're associated with me. You said hello to me. You have the right attitude, Dave. The average retires before the part this earth is 8. I know.
Wow, that is
You
sad.
know, as it
Jesus.
was, Richard, what happened was very close cousin of mine, a couple years younger than me. He got ALS. He was the one that did he worked on JAG for 10 years as special effects and 10 years on NCIS. And I found out he had it. He was coming up with his kids to Bass Lake. He just got divorced. He ended up wanting to purchase one of the houses I had there and got him into there. And anyway, long story short, I had the opportunity to retire or stop working. And I think I was 50, maybe 51. And I took it and I spent 3 years helping him up to a certain point. And then I couldn't do it anymore. I wasn't the best caregiver in the world, but he did good. So I got to retire early. But like I say, another thing, man, if you can do it now. If there's any possible way that you can give it a shot, do it now. Because you don't know. All you got to do is you could be walking through a Frisco there and step off the curb at the wrong time, and you're done. Me too. I could walk out in the street and I'm done. But I don't know. I sure enjoyed the retirement. It is kind of a little bit different, but I mean, you have a chance with what you're doing and the format and stuff that you've got that you could build probably a YouTube channel big enough and good enough to support you. So the hard thing is that they make it 62 to get early Social Security, which I think is way too. 55 is when you should retire, as far as I'm concerned. The government ought to give you crap at 55. My union was 55 when I first started my job, and 10 or 5 years later, they made them go and they changed it to 65 and had the audacity to say, well, if we can change it back, we will. Yeah, kiss my ass. Ain't going to happen. But so, in fact, I get to collect that operating engineers union out of Frisco on the 1st of next year. Actually, I get it on my birthday, December 22nd, but I won't get my first check until the 1st of 2022. But I think 55 is a great. 50 was good. I'll get a good, I'll be able to say, hey, I lived 15, 20 years before, I got to enjoy a little bit. But busting your ass, for how long? 30 years, 35 years. My uncles, I never understood it when I was younger. They would work all year for 3 weeks vacation in Bass Lake is where we went. And boy, that's all they got, and that's all they did, and they were happy with it. And I'm going, how can you be happy? I mean, I don't like working 5 days a week. I'd rather work 4 days a week and have 3 days off, work 4 10s. Never understood that either. I need to hear that the government should.
Retirement power hour. That's a good one.
You have to leave the country.
You remember that one.
Yeah, it just seems like 55 seems like a good age. But like I said, half the friends that I had, granted, like I said, they were alcoholics. Half of them were 55, 56 years old, even 50. One of them was, but he was real bad. He used to set an alarm clock for 2 o'clock in the morning and have next to his bed a glass filled this much with whiskey, and he'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and guzzle that down and then go back to sleep. He died at 50. But he went the way that I would prefer to go. Massive heart attack, was dead before he hit the ground. Not a bad way to go, I don't think. Yeah, I caught part of that one too, Swati. Richard, I caught that too. Was good. Yeah, you put that up too, Swadi's. I think you already did, Mitch, didn't you? Put up Swadi's. Okay.
Oh,
I haven't started drawing anything yet. I'm trying to stretch my life out longer. I only get 8 or 9 years. Yeah, people ask me too, well, what should I do? Should I take? I said, take as much money as soon as you can get it. Who knows if you're going to live from 62 to 67, which I think is, I don't know. I'm on Social Security disability, so I don't know exactly what it is, but I think 67 is when you get your optimum amount of money. Well, 62, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 years? Hell, I don't know. My opinion. But sorry, I put it up. Anti-Testic. I watched. Was that this morning? I watched his, or was that in the middle of the night? I don't know. I woke up and watched one of them.
That's something I'm not very good at anymore, is knowing what day it is or when I watch something.
Yeah. That's called retirement.
No, I've been like this for years. I'm surprised I don't have a flipping heart attack.
Or bar girl. Yeah, I already called in the middle of the night, Craig. I only worked 8 years for the operating engineers union.
Print money.
And they're going to give me, I think, almost $2,000 a month. I was paying an enormous. They were kicking in $8 an hour into my retirement as an operating engineer. I was a chief, and so I get that. I called them in the middle of the night because my wife had done all the paperwork and stuff, so I didn't have anything. So I called the union office and got the name of the one who doing the retirement fund and all that, and got a hold of a great lady. She sent me all the emails and stuff. And what it is that Nitnoy, I take a reduced. I think I get $1,600 a month. I had reduced until I die, and then having her on there, she will get, and it goes off of whatever age I die at, whatever age she is. But a gal estimated it at about 1,200, something like that, 1,100 a month until she passes, which is basically, she makes 20, so that's what, 600. So it's like over double of what she makes working right now. So that makes me feel good because that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure that my whole family here in Thailand is taken care of. Puts a smile on my face to know that they're taken care of.
It sure does, yeah.
Weekly.
Johnny.
Did you see Alexander's thing?
I like that weekly, yeah.
Very weekly.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I already did that. I have to fill it out. I have to have the death certificate of my wife. I have to fill out maybe about 2 or 3 pages of paper she sent me, and her information, and send it to them by October or so, or after October. We have to have been married for a year. This is in case anybody's thinking about what they have to do, and that's pretty much it. And then I get it verified, because the worst thing that I wanted was to have it half-assedly done, and then when I did die, have her have to go through jumping through hoops and doing all sorts of weird shit to get my pension. But in case anybody's wondering, can they get your Social Security? Yes, they can. You just have to go back to the United States and live for 10 years, and they will give it to her. But otherwise, no, they don't get it.
Really?
Me and my wife is 13 years my younger. Yeah, it's it makes me happy. I mean, every time I see them, you know, her parents, the kids, they always got, you know, Thai people always got a smile on their face, you know, anyway, but they got bigger smiles, you know, and that's what the payback to me is. It isn't monetarily, it's in their attitude. I mean, I can actually pay 60 baht for papaya salad. I don't have to eat rice. No, you can eat what you want. You know, we take things for such granted, you know, in how lucky I consider I am in my life to be able to pretty much do everything that I really wanted in my life, eat what I wanted, when I wanted. You take that shit for granted, you know, paying your bills on time, having the money to pay your bills, being able to own a house, you know, we take all that for granted as far as I'm concerned. If you start your sort of 67 instead of 62, you'll need to collect until you're 80 years old to make up the difference. Yeah, that's why I said 62 sounds good to me, but not by age because she will have the 10 years. Oh, okay. She's been in 10 years, Bobby. She'll get your Social Security. Correct? Is that what you meant by that? That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, so I don't know. Get to Thailand as soon as you can, collect your Social Security as soon as you can, and start living as soon as you can. Because there is nothing better. Can you live on? I'll tell you what I know now, if I was a single guy, not a drinker, and I could come to Isan, I could get myself a nice little one bedroom or a studio even place, and I could live on probably 1,200-1,400 bucks. The problem is, if you're not married, you're not going to meet the requirements for retirement. So you're going to have to do something, you know, half shady or, you know, whatever it is. But people have been doing it for years. But you could live on that amount of money. And I think too, normal people, and I'm guessing their retirement, I think I said this before, are going to be somewhere between 12 and 15, as much as 2,000. But even if you figure 15 each, a husband and wife, 3,000 bucks a month, man, you're living good, unless you're both alcoholics and you need to drink continuously and go out and drink at bars, then maybe not. But 3,000 is like the perfect amount. It's exactly what I take, 100,000 baht a month, and I have more than enough money, and I give money to my family and, you know, pay for stuff. So I got no problem.
See you later, Gator.
Gator leaving? Wait a second. He told
we've
me
been
to come
on
in
almost
yeah, well, that's why
110 minutes or so.
Thanks, Gator. Appreciate it. Good idea. We'll do it next in 2 days. We'll start doing it at 8 o'clock. I think it's a better time. Maybe we'll get more people earlier. We
Take
actually
care,
got
Andy.
people later.
Take care, Gator.
Maybe because,
Aztec.
maybe
Craig.
because maybe because I advertised it at
I'm
9.
taking off.
Is everybody taking off?
I am.
Okay. Bar girls. Yeah, they do. What do we got? 21. Gator by Gator, everything Gator. I'll try if I have to, Dave. But yeah, so I don't know. I just think getting here is the hard part. Once you get here, you can make everything work. You know, if you're 50, I think you said he was 51. Is that what Richard said he was? What happened?
Dude, I just look at Alexander's jokes. He's good one, good zingers. I like that. I came yesterday. World peace. baby food. And
Dude.
Randy's late to the party. Nice. Yeah, no, it's always a party.
Hey, Randy. Yeah. So definitely get here if you can. Like I said, you can make things up. And I was saying was Richard. I think he said he was 51. I really think Richard could make enough money to stay here doing his YouTube, you know, expanding on it. And I think he could, no problem. He's got the personality. He's got the right attitude. Of course, it's not easy. How do you walk away from a job and this and that? And I don't know what his retirement situation is. So
Oh,
it's
family
easy
too.
for
It's
me.
tough,
Yeah, it's easy for me to say, hey, go. But that's with a 20 million lotto on Friday if I win. Yeah. So I spend half my money on gambling, alcohol, and wild women. The other half I wasted. W.C.
Big gator.
Fields. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, it is true.
Just sit on the front porch with friends. Yeah, exactly, Brock. That for me anyway. I mean, it's not. Would I like to get together with everybody that's in this room right now and all meet in Pattaya and go to a bar, not to carouse with the women that I'd never even seen one, just to go in and do it. But see, if I was to open up a bar in Thailand, could have the girls, that's fine. This loud freaking music to where you can't talk to one another, couldn't have that. I can't stand going into a bar where I have to yell at the top of my lungs for the person that's 6 inches away from me to hear what the hell I'm saying. And I think there's a lot of people that are like that. Some people like to go to a bar because they want to talk to their friends, that they're going with. To go deaf in a bar, it seems, I don't know, seems stupid to me. Again, just me, just my opinion. Yeah, we good. Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to get here. I can't wait to meet everybody that I've met on YouTube. And I'll drink a beer or two. I just won't. You'll never see me intoxicated. We know that. And but I drink 2-3 beers or a couple margaritas and find me a Mexican restaurant, which I know there's one in Ubon, which I'm probably going to try to go to as soon as possible. You watch that?
Yeah. I watched that last
Chuck
night.
was the one that got me to go there, and I've been there twice. I haven't been there since the new owners. Now, when he went, that one you sent me, that was after the owners changed. He said there was new owners, but all the food was the same, the cook was the same, everything was the same. And Chuck said, yeah, it was great. And that burger he had, the guy that used to own it said our burgers are fantastic. I think he had that for lunch, and then he had Mexican food for dinner. It all looked good. Of course, it would probably put me into a salt coma, so I guess I'm not going to be doing that. But
laughter is the best medicine. I concur.
Yeah, it is. That's why I like the Aussie bars in BBK. Nice ladies. Yeah, it was that. It was that way in Camelot too. They have a big Aussie bar right on the main drag there. That's been there for a while. It's quite famous, I guess. But when I was in there, I was only in there a couple of times. The music was definitely, you could hear it, but I could talk at the volume that I'm talking right now, and we could actually have a conversation. I'm doing Perth with a hand out earplugs. Yeah. See, that's what I couldn't handle. Earplugs and that.
Sunsets and beers.
Abe, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great day. All right, Robert. Thanks for dropping by. I know you're in, where are you at? Arizona? Where's he at? Arizona? Robert?
He's in Vegas right now.
Vegas, okay.
Yeah. Big seller, yeah, Blue Tablet.
Who was that? Oh, Mark thought he was the only Ferrarian till he joined your team. Joined the rest of the day, Robert Mack. Everybody saying goodbye to Robert. And here the blue tables going around. Big seller. What is a blue table?
Tablet.
Andy. Oh, blue tablet?
Viagra.
Oh.
Blue tablet. Big seller, that blue tablet.
I'm thinking my iPad, I'm not allowed to use that either, my doctor says. So my heart, I guess, and everything, he never gave me the okay. I only used it one time and it didn't work anyway. Years ago, 10, 15 years ago. Probably wasn't what it was either. That's probably why it didn't work. But what are we creeping? We're an hour and 15 minutes. What do you think? Everybody want to keep going? You want to keep rapping? Anybody want to come on and speak their mind? Or well, not their complete mind. Anybody want to come on and talk, or what do you guys want to do?
Oh, we're missing Dana. If he's on,
Oh, is Dana on right now?
yeah,
He seems to go on the same time I do.
about an
all
hour.
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
In fact, when I
Talkback
go on,
Thailand's
after
coming on too.
Who is?
Talkback Thailand.
Who is? Talkback Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always,
About 10
every time I come on, I go to his show after we shut down. Oh, were you doing a live stream? I didn't know. Shit, I don't know. He's a good guy. Dana is a good guy. Me. All right, I think keep going. Greg wants to keep going. Count on me meeting up at the bar, bet there. Dave's giant housewarming.
Yeah, it does sound
Cool.
fun.
Yeah,
Housewarming does sound great.
We got to get together. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do this YouTube thing for a while. It keeps me busy. I actually enjoy doing it. I never thought in a million years that I would. The people that I've met, except for a couple, have been just some good, straight shooting, stand up people. And that's what I like to surround myself with. And hopefully we can all meet up. I'm hoping we're going to, and I'm thinking now if Mark is going to get get a scooter or a motorcycle or something, maybe get 5, 6, 8, 10 of us or whatever, and do 3-4 day deals every other month or something while people are here in Thailand, and go see some rural Thailand or big city stuff. I don't care. I like the rural stuff because it's easier to ride around and not get run over. Shit, my typing today, same as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna get me some dinner. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I think we're gonna shut. It would have been almost 2 hours. I think that's good enough. Well, we'll do it again in 2 days. Also, we're gonna do it at 8 a.m. per Gator. Thinking that maybe if it spreads around, maybe we'll get people earlier. I thought it was a pretty good turnout, and want to thank everybody for joining. Mitch, Brock,
Yeah.
Alexander,
Thank you.
Randy, Johnny, Stuck, Mark, whoever I did miss. Gary. Who else did I miss? Aztec, Johnny. Okay, I think I caught it.
The mild ones. That's a good one, Randy. I like that. The mild ones.
But I really appreciate it, guys. Thank
Okay,
you.
Mark.
And I will
I'll
catch
try
you on the
something.
next one. 2 days, 8 a.m. Thai time. See you guys.